Hey, what's up guys, Master Shiny here. Before we hop on into this one, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to be heading away for a week. I've got 4 videos planned that are pre-recorded. That's going to be coming up the 3 after this one, which is 1 week, and then the Monday after that as well. All 4 of these videos I think are pretty decent. There's one where I just opened cases. I'd say that's the most mediocre out of them, but the other 3 I think you guys are definitely going to enjoy. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in a week. Hey, what's up guys, Master here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're starting to see a lot of case prices going extremely high, and in doing so, it's opened up a lot of opportunities for some cases that really haven't moved at all. However, I see a pretty decent amount of upside for one of which we're going to be focusing in on today. And if you've already looked at the title, you might be able to distinguish it, but we're going to be looking at the Prisma case here, a case I previously talked about around a year ago. We're going to be going back in and buying some more. We're going to be going over why I'm doing so and the potential I believe that this case holds. Before we hop on into that though, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Hello buddy, are you tired of your ugly skins? Nothing lost, don't skip the ad. Open skinsmonkey.com, trade your CSGO skins and receive up to $5 bonus for free. What are you waiting for? Don't be a loser and trade on Skins Monkey. Psst, there is also a 25% deposit bonus.
Now, to understand what I have with the Prisma case, we gotta head all the way back to the beginning of 2021, over a year ago when I made a video called Why I'm Investing into the Prisma case. Now, you gotta understand, for this time, this was quite bullish. I mean, it was quite bold to make a video like this. This case was in the active drop pool, and it wasn't even one of the oldest ones there. This video, which I released at the end of February, had a lot of potential reward when we get to May and we start to see that this case is moved directly into the rare drop pool and skipping the non-prime drop pool. This was a major thing for a case at the time. It had never been seen before, and it was one of a kind that we really haven't seen since because there is no more non-prime drop pool. Therefore, the Prisma case is quite different than what we see now. No one knew the Prisma case was going into the rare drop pool, but now we know every case is going to be going into the rare drop pool. So for me to be investing into the Prisma case at this time was quite a great read on my part. However, I really didn't go that crazy into it. I only bought around 1,000 cases, and I'm starting to kind of regret that decision as we move forward now. We come up to today where everything is still the exact same about the Prisma case except its price point. It's more than doubled. At the time I created that video, the case was sitting at 4 cents. Therefore, I had a great time to buy in and made a lot of profit on the case up till now. However, I feel like now is the perfect time to invest back in. Obviously, in the past, a little bit of a cheaper price point would have been better. However, comparing it to the overall market, I think that the Prisma case is quite undervalued at its current price point of 9 or 10 cents. Right now, when we head over to the Steam market, we're going to see 5 cases that are in the active drop pool. However, only one of them is cheaper than the Prisma case right now. That is going to be the Prisma 2 case. Obviously, that case has got a lot of problems going forward if it really wants to make profit here. But honestly, I feel like the Prisma case at 10 cents right now is quite undervalued on where it should be. We've got a lot of cases that are above it that are really not going to be there for a super long period of time. We got the fracture case, we got the snakebite case, we got some other cases that I feel like really are going to start to decrease in price in the way future as we get closer to their dates where they go into the rare drop pool. And the Prisma case is one that is just chugging along. I think it's one that people have really forgotten about. It's been taken over by the Danger Zone case. Danger Zone case, if you're thinking about investing into the Danger Zone case, I suggest you start thinking about investing into the Prisma case. The Prisma case currently has 1/4 the quantity on the market that the Danger Zone case does. And while I feel like this is a very poor representation of the entire case market and the amount out there as a whole, it definitely is showing you that the Prisma case is in the same exact position as the Danger Zone case was. The Danger Zone case was in this position about a month ago, whereas the Prisma case was in this position about 10 months ago. Therefore, if we look at it that way, the Prisma case could potentially be 9 months ahead of where the Danger Zone case is at, and the Prisma case is down from over 1 million listed to now under 250,000 listed. When we head into the Prisma case, there's actually some pretty decent stuff. This is not something you'd really expect for a case at 10 cents. However, I feel like a lot of people are putting way too much emphasis on the 5/7 Angry Mob. It's one that definitely weighs down the potential outcome of the case a lot. However, I feel like here there's still a lot of potential out there when we've got the M4A4 the Emperor at $370 in StatTrak Factory New. I feel like this one should be a big driving force for the case, and it also opens up a lot of money beneath it. When we start to look at those StatTrak pinks, you're getting 15 times the price you put into it if you pull a StatTrak pink, which is quite impressive since a lot of newer cases you're not going to be getting that much. When we look at profitability opening up the case, this is a major thing because we need our cases to be at least above average, and the Prisma case definitely satisfies that requirement. Currently, it's ranked 15 out of 37 on the most profitable cases to open. Now, I say profitable, it's really how much percentage-wise you're going to be getting back. Here, it's like 55-ish%, but that's going to be the 15th highest for cases. So out of 37 cases, that's going to be doing quite well, especially since most of these cases up here, some of them you're not going to really want to open. Other than going for like the original knives, who's really dying to open up the revolver case? And if you're looking at knives, who's dying to open up the shadow case? So the Prisma case, I think, is definitely sitting in a great position with some really nice knives and some pretty decent coverts as well. Another very important thing when we're talking about cases is you gotta make sure your case is being unboxed. Obviously, the Hydra case is at $10. If it was being unboxed at $10,000 a month, the price would go absolutely crazy. However, when we look at our graph here, we're really going to be seeing that there's about 500,000 Prisma cases unboxed every month, at least there was in February 2022, and when we look at past months, we see that it's very similar to that number. In January, it was like 556,000, I believe. So there's definitely a demand to unbox this case here. It's definitely not as high as the Prisma 2 case, which is about 3 times that consistently. However, I think there's definitely going to be a little bit of difference if the Prisma case could start to go up in price a little bit, and we could see the skins inside start to go up in price a little bit. I think the Prisma case would be opened a bit more, maybe only half as much as the Prisma 2 case, but in this case that would be an extra 250,000 cases. Overall, I think the Prisma case definitely has a lot of potential, especially when we're looking at those knives, which is something I briefly talked about before. However, I really wanted to focus in on the skins more there. Here, talking about the knives, there's a lot of unreleased potential with these cases, especially looking at the Prisma 1 case. I think the knives are something that's going to carry it so much farther than the skins ever could. It's got those Doppler finishes inside, which are very important. We've got Talon Ruby, Talon Sapphire, which are really expensive in price, and honestly something that I feel like is going to make the most for this case. I view it as the Spectrum 2 case very similarly. Spectrum 2, it's carried by its knives up to the top in price point just because it's got those great knives that everyone wants. Here, it's very similar. We've got those Talon Ruby, Talon Sapphire, like I mentioned. Those are going to be carrying it up to a very high price point, and I think that's going to be very good for the case moving forward. That is really all I have for today, guys, though. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.